Hello, I'm back with another video. So I just want to touch bases on a few things. So this video is talking about how do you hear from God? When do you hear from God? Some people feel like as if they haven't heard from God. So here we go. Let's just get into it. It's different ways to hear from God. And first of all, you need to be praying. You need to be consistently praying, trying to seek God's face, trying to actually have a relationship with God. That's number one. Number two is when, we put so much food and stuff in our bodies, unhealthy food that is unclean. So when we rid the flesh and we decide to fast, that is helping us we're getting more sensitive in the spirit, and we are able to connect better to God and be able to hear him more better. We can hear him better when we don't have so much stuff bearing, because the Holy Spirit lives within. And you just think about it, the Holy Spirit in the Bible, it talks about unclean food that he does not want us to eat, but a lot of us eat it anyways. So you have to realize that stuff is heavy on us. It's very heavy on our spirits. It's very heavy on our bodies. It's unclean food, and a lot of us still engage in it anyways. So you have to realize you probably can't hear from God because you're putting all this unclean food in you and it's bearing you down, or you're watching so much of stuff that you got to realize even watching things could mess with your ways of hearing from God. Because if you insert too much negative stuff and you're watching too much negative stuff, that also messes with you hearing from God. So that's why it's good to know, it's good to realize what you're putting in your body, realize what you're putting in your ear gates, and what you're putting in your eye for your eyes to see. You need to start feeding yourself with better food. You need to start listening to better either worship. You listen to worship rather than all this reality stuff that's going on, or the media, and stand focused on the media. We need to do better with that. It's not easy, but it needs to be done, because that stuff plays a big part on how you hear from God. And you want to, instead of putting all that negative stuff in your ear gates, start filling it up with worship. Start listening to go to church. Start putting positive things and reading the Bible, and place those scriptures, replace that negative stuff with Bible scriptures, so that you can build yourself up, and that way it's easier for you to hear in the spirit. So if you can't hear in the spirit, these are some of the reasons why. It's because you're putting